Hi all. In this video I am going to explain the function currying in JavaScript. This function currying is nothing, it's just an advanced technique for working with functions, and actually this function currying does not call any function, but it is just transforming a function into another level with using advanced technologies. Like I will show you. For example, just assume we have a function of sum of 1, 2, or a, b, c, and what currying does is, if a function accepts multiple parameters, convert this into a function which accept only single parameter. Means first it will accept one parameter, then it will accept the next parameter, then third. So what here it is doing is, first function that takes one arguments at a time, and it returns a new function that expecting the next argument, and this function again returns again takes another arguments and returns the functionality or whatever return the value. Okay, this is how currying. So converting this way into another form. Then why this currying is required? It's for making our function more readable, and we can reduce the parameters, whichever the duplicate parameters, we can reduce it. So something for a cleaner code we can use currying. Okay, so I will show an example. So I am writing a normal function first. Normal function, like just assume I am just showing show technology, and I am just showing some backend technologies and some front-end technologies, something like that. Okay, so for that I am just adding, it's a backend or front-end technology. So the technology and what is a technology name. Okay, and I am just consoling simple functionality, console.log. Then I am showing technology and I am showing the language. Okay, normal, how it will be the normal function call is, I am telling show technology, then backend, then I am telling Java. If I save it, you can see it is showing backend Java. If I want to show another technology, then first parameter is repeating and the second parameter is going to change. Okay, so backend PHP. So in order to pass these arguments I am passing, it is repeating with the normal function. How we can rewrite the same functionality using function currying? It is not actually, this function currying doesn't call any function, it just transforms the existing structure into another structure which is more readable. Okay, so this function currying we can use two ways. First one, using bind method. In JavaScript we have a bind method. In the previous video I have detailed about call, apply and the bind functionalities. You can check on that video. And the second method is using closures. Also will share a video about closures. Okay, so first, how we can convert the same function into currying, and how we can use a bind method for function currying. So function currying, as I mentioned, it only accepts one parameter. Okay, so the same function, whatever we have written using the bind function, I am just adding a variable const technology equal to, I am taking this show technology dot bind, and bind will accept multiple parameters, and the first parameter is the this reference. Here we doesn't have any this reference. I can either give this, then it will take the global object, or else I can give null. If I am giving null also, it will take the global one. Okay, then the second parameter is argument list. As I mentioned, for using currying, we can only pass one argument at a time. So first argument is technology. So I am passing the technology as backend, and it returns a function, and that function will be saved inside the variable technology. Then technology will accept Java. Saving it, you can see it is showing backend Java. Then PHP, save it, you can see backend PHP. So this type of arguments we don't have to repetitive, and it gets more cleaner code. Okay, this is using bind functionality. And bind functionality, if you have multiple more parameters, we have to write code like more we have to assign to the variable and all, but better you can go ahead with the closures. So what happens if the closures, with the closures, how we can achieve function currying? So this function we have to override it. So just I'm having a function show technology second version, that is with the closures. Okay, then it accept only one parameter, then it return a function, that is anonymous function, which accept another parameter language, and it will console dot log of technology comma language. Just assume if it has more parameters, it's not like a 5 parameters, then it have that much return function. For example, I have a third parameter, then if I have a third parameter, then return function which will accept my third parameter, then I have to call like this. And as we are using closure, all the parameters inside the inner function, it is accessible only, so we can simply get the value. So I'm just consoling. If you want, you can return it also. Okay, so this is how we can use it. And here you can simply, so I'm just removing the third parameter for now. And here you can show const technology. So I'm just commenting this section, technology equal to show technology to, first I am passing backend, then I am calling technology Java, save it, you can see it, and same way you can use this backend PHP. This is how we will use currying with the closure method. Okay, so this currying is mainly, as I mentioned, it is for getting a cleaner code, and in order to separate the logic and simple, we can create simple function instead of one complex functionality, and we can the code is more readable, and it's a clean way when we are using function currying.